Queen Charlotte and season 4 of Bridgerton. So if you've seen Queen Charlotte, I think that it would help you to understand Violet's stance at the end of Bridgerton scene 4. In Queen Charlotte, we get to see the backstory of Lady Danbury, and she was betrothed at 3 years old. And she spends her whole childhood preparing to be the Mrs. Danbury. She is groomed to only like, want, and act the way that Mr. Danbury would want her to act and think and feel. What she wants to eat, the music she wants to listen to, the games she wants to play, the colors she wears, everything about her. It's like the scene from Coming to America, right? You know, what kind of eggs do you like? Whatever you like. You know, bark like a big dog, woof, woof. Bark like a small dog, woof, woof. You know, and she's jumping on one foot. And people seem to forget this when it comes to Violet Bridgerton saying, I spent basically my whole adult life married, and now that I've just begun to remember what it was to be young and free and not a wife and not a mother, you're asking me to give that up. And people are so shocked that she's not going to marry this handsome nobleman. But I want to go a little bit deeper than that because we don't know anything about this man, and having absolute power over someone as men had over their wives because their wives were not legal persons, gives them the ability to seclude them, to abuse them, to deny them, to do whatever they want. And it was only the goodness of some men's hearts and the fact that sometimes their neighbors would get involved. Sometimes scandals would happen. But this man lives out in the countryside, right? And his sister, Lady Danbury, might not even know what kind of husband that he was because she was in London. So the fact that a lot of people aren't taking into account when they're upset with Violet that she doesn't just jump on this marriage proposal, because after all, she's got 8 kids and she should jump. How dare she say no? I don't think they're taking in the fact that this is not 2026 in this show. This is a time when women are property and women have no legal personhood, and a husband's ideas for his wife are absolute, and very few people will even interfere or even speak up for her. They'll consider it a family matter. They'll consider it private business. And whatever happens to her, she will just have to grin and bear it. And even if he is a good man, as people say, that doesn't mean that she doesn't have to give up everything, including her title, her home, any inheritance that she got from her dead husband, and any freedom that she has. And that in itself is a huge sacrifice, to go be somebody's wife again after being somebody's wife for most of your adult life. So just think about that. And what's going through you guys' minds? What are your thoughts on this? May you walk in synergy. Queen